What's going on, guys? My name is ATF Cobra, and today I wanted to show you guys a closer look at the Famas post-patch and how it reacts and how well it's doing for now. And for now, after patch, seriously, I have not seen one person use the Famas, and it was just a gun that was just sitting there. I was scrolling through a couple guns that I could, kind of play with, because I didn't want to keep using the same guns, and I saw the Famas. I'm like, oh, what's this? You kind of forget about guns like this because they're, almost useless. And here I get a triple kill, and I call this gun useless, but it's not useless at all. There's some areas in this game where this gun will excel, and there's some areas where it will not. And areas that it will not is mostly close. Medium to close range gunfights. When you're on consistent gunfights, when you're constantly battling with your enemy, you're probably gonna lose a lot of those gunfights because of the reload time, which is really ridiculous. And the recoil, they fixed it, they adjusted it. Now you can hit longer range shots. With these attachments, with the foregrip and the suppressor, you can hit long range shots now. So it is a viable weapon on medium. Not really long range, but it is very good. Close range, it will shred your enemy, but when you're facing multiple targets, this is where the gun lacks, and this is where you'll get killed over and over again. You will actually get overrun. After every single kill, I feel like I have to run away and find some cover to reload this gun and actually, come back for more. But it's very fun to use, which is crazy. I think it's because it fires really fast. That's what makes this gun really fun to use. And in a minute, I'm going to show you guys the actual recoil pattern. And I'm going to read you off the stats. Some of the recoil is 0.3 to the right, and 0.35 to the left, 0.35 up. I'm sorry, it's 0.6 to the right, which you guys don't know what those numbers mean. In my head, I can kind of figure out exactly what they mean. I mean, the higher the number, the worse the recoil is. And here's the pattern right here, as you guys will take a look. And it's actually not too bad when you look at it. Your first initial shots are going to be okay. They're not going to be as bad, but your following shots will be pretty insane. As you see, it goes everywhere. And I'm going to show you another recoil pattern as well. It's going to show you a little bit of where it spreads out to. And the recoil is just the only main issue that we had in the beginning, because DICE thought this gun was unbalanced, so they wanted to balance it, and they gave it a really high recoil and gave it a really strong actual bounce to it, and bounce and a kick, and a high reload time, which is not good for close range or if you want to encounter a couple enemies. And as you guys will see here, it starts off really well, then it goes everywhere after initial shots. But that doesn't mean it's a bad gun. Post patch, I think not too many people are using it because they find it's not very useful to them, because after every kill, like I said, you have to have a good sidearm when you're using the Famas. And my attachments that I find that work are either the flash suppressor or the suppressor, with the red dot or holographic. Those actual combinations, they work to the most part, and plus they did give you a boost. There is a boost with the foregrip. Now your side-to-side recoil, which is at 0.6 to the right, it's been a little bit reduced. And see here, I get caught off guard. After every kill, like sometimes it feels like I need to automatically just reload with this gun, which kind of takes me away from it. But at the same time, if you kind of just focus your eyes on how many bullets you have remaining in this gun, you can kind of, kill one guy. It only takes about half your clip to kill one person if you're aiming correctly, and then the other half you can get another person. So technically you can get 2 or 3 guys all in one, depending on how you control your shots and how you use. And here, close range, it just shreds people. If you're caught off guard, you can kind of get away with hip firing. Hip firing is not too bad. I'm glad that DICE did leave the hip firing in this gun, because I don't know what I would have done if it wasn't able to do anything in a close range, or if I got caught off guard, because reloading can be a pain with this gun. I mean, if it had a shorter reload, I think it would definitely be overpowered. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, for me, I think if they cut down the reload speed and they just leave it the way it is right now, because it's perfectly balanced. If they cut down the reload speed and made it just a little bit faster, where you can kind of not be afraid to kill one guy and then run away in the bushes or something like that. But it's still a great gun. It's still a fun gun. I'm doing a review on most of these unused guns in Battlefield 3, because I find they're the most fun to use. They're the best ones to use. And I remember using the Famas when it first came out. It was a golden gun. I mean, it won in every gun situation. It was like the M16 of its time. Now, when you're looking for these guns in Battlefield 3, now you can't find any of these guns, because everything is meant for balance. Everything's put out there to make the game fun for everybody, so everybody won't complain. But even though you know, DICE has done a really great job at balancing these guns and you know, nerfing the ones that were really overpowered, you'll still find some people that really complain about nothing, and it really, you know, kind of sucks to be playing this game that constantly things are changing, because I like the weapons how they are now. I don't see anything overpowered other than an M26 mask. I think they should really remove that out the game, because there's really no point. There's shotguns already. There's you know, there's plenty of guns. There's buck. There's so many other weapons that you can use instead of M26 mask. I don't really see a real use for it, so I don't know why DICE even, you know, put it in the game. But yeah, definitely I want you guys to let me know what you guys think or what I should be reviewing next. I'm doing the AS VAL next on my next video. You guys should see that up pretty soon. But other than that, most of these guns that are unused are probably the best ones, because a lot of people don't know how to handle them, and once you do figure out how to handle them, that's when you start to become a little bit better and do a little bit better in these games, and add variety to your game as well. You can't be using the same weapon over and over again. It does get a little bit boring. I find myself you know, trying to use at least 2 to 3 guns you know, every hour or so that I try to play or try to be on. You know, every map I try to use you know, another gun and not be on the same. Unless I'm doing really good with that gun, then I'll probably figure something out with it and do a video on it, or do, you know, something on it that, you know, could show you guys on how to become a little bit better as well. But here, as you guys see, I reload, I get 1 kill, I reload, and wow, I didn't, you know, put enough rounds in, or I didn't fully reload that time. But definitely you guys will see more videos out coming soon. I'm going to try and upload them daily, but hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. It's been your boy ATF Cobra. Peace.